All right, guys, how's it going? Yesterday we actually had an amazing day. We did lose on the Bucks, so we went actually 2-1 on the free stuff that I shared, but we actually swept the board with the VIP. We went 4-0 on the VIP. We did, like I said, lose on the Bucks. So I actually had a comment that said, like, "Come on, man, we fucking lost with the Bucks." I'm like, dude, if you can't take one loss, then you shouldn't be playing this game. It's that simple. I mean, we went 4-0 in the VIP. We did lose with the Bucks. Now I learned from that I have to be very careful when the team goes back to back. I looked at the stats afterwards. I was watching the game. They did like 15 or 16 turnovers before I even stopped watching. So that just shows fatigue and things like that. So they weren't as powerful as they should have been. And again, it's because they were on a back-to-back. So there's no excuses in this. They did lose. But if you can't take one loss, then you shouldn't be playing this game. It's that simple. So I have two plays for you. One of them is going to be in the NFL. I'm actually parlaying that with something in the NBA today. So both legs of this parlay are going to be played today. And then I also have another NBA game that's also played today. And then we have a couple of plays in the VIP as well. So if you want the VIP picks, click on the link in the description, and then it'll say VIP. If you haven't done so, make sure you also get the free picks. They're listed also in the link in the description. Make sure you take advantage of all the free stuff that we're providing. So I'm actually going to give you an over-unders poster that we create every day, and except on the weekends. But when you get these posters, you can see the over-under stuff. So click on the link. We give a lot of free stuff on here as well, so make sure you subscribe. But then also you want to click on the link in the bio. Also, you want to click on the link in the bio and click on where it says free picks. We also offer VIP picks. You can see the different options right there: 1 week pass, 1 month pass, and a 6-month pass. And that includes all of our plays across all of the sports that we bet on. So the first thing I wanted to, like I said, we're going to give you the overs and then we're going to give you the unders. These are not our plays. These are just statistically very relevant plays. So for example, Jay Green from the Rockets, you can see right there, he has a 3.5 assists. The current odds are -168, and then the last 10 games he's hit 90% of the time. So again, we're going to start posting this every single day on here. So if you don't want to miss out on those, make sure you subscribe. Also click on the free picks. We're going to be posting them there as well. So anyways, you can see I'm not going to go through every one of these. These are not our plays. These are just strong stats. Okay. So again, the team they play with is on the left, and then the player, and then the current prop. And for example, assists, points, rebounds, assists, and points, and stuff like that. You can see it right there. And then we got the current odds when we took this screenshot, and then the last 10 games, what they've hit. So for example, again, is Jay Green, 3.5 assists. He's hit this line 90% of the time. So this is, again, you have to notice that this says unders. All right, so very important. On the top, it says unders, and then today's date. So you always want to make sure which one you're looking at, unders, and then today's date. And this is for basketball. We also do this for football. Now let me show you the overs. So again, notice on the top, it says overs, December 5th. And then P. Watson, 5.5 points. He's hit this line 100% of the time. Kyrie Irving, 5.5 points. I don't know. I'm sorry. That caught me off guard. Kyrie Irving over 5.5 points. That must be a typo. I don't know. I'm going to go and check that out as soon as I'm done with this video, but that seems like a super low line for this guy. He should be like 20 or 30 points. So I don't understand. He must have did a typo here. I don't know. So I'll check on that. Kyrie Irving, 5.5 points. He's hit this line 90% of the time. I'm not going to waste your time here and go check on this specific player. But what I was trying to show you here is that this team, the team is on the left, the player's on the next to that, and then the proposition. So you'll see assists, points, and all that stuff, and then the odds, and then the current, what they've hit on the last 10 games. So now I'm going to talk to you about the NBA play that I really like. We actually have 2 plays in the NBA and 1 in the NFL. So for the first one I'm going to show you, I'm actually going to explain the NBA play that I really like. I'm going to explain it and break it down. And then I'm going to just give you the play that I'm going to attach to it as a very strong NFL, but I'm not going to explain that one. And then at the end of this video, I'm actually going to give you another free NBA pick that I really like. I got them in early. I already know this line moved dramatically. but it's still a good, solid pick. So the first play that I'm going to give you, again, is the parlay. So the NBA is going to be Mavericks are an absolute lock for a few key reasons. Number one, they're 9-1 in the last 10 games. The Wizards are just horrible in general. The Mavericks are also very consistent, and the Wizards are struggling defensively. So the Mavericks are going to go all over this team. Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, they're firing on all cylinders. Dallas will excel in this game, though the issue might be that they're going to sit down the star players because it might be a blowout. So you got to be careful with that as far as like the over-unders on this game. This is by far one of the most favorite plays that I like. It's so heavily juiced. They're supposed to win by like 16 or 17 points or something like that. That's the reason I had to do a parlay. So let me show you the other. Let me explain a little bit more on this particular play and why it's so strong. And then I'll show you who I'm parlaying that with, and I'll actually show you my bet slip. So here's what I was talking about. The Mavericks are so heavily favored. You can see all the percentage of the money, or not all of it, but 75% of the money, 79% of the bets and all that stuff is going towards the Mavericks. Minus 10.5 is where this line opened. Now that everybody sees that the Wizards are just garbage, it went all the way up to minus 14. So when you see a line move like that, especially that drastic where it's almost 4 points, that's a very strong indication that this team that they're going against is not good. I'm not going to go through this entire list right here, but you can see there's a lot of strong stats overall that show the Mavericks why you should look at this. So I'll give you a quick breakdown. They're 9-1 in the last 10 games against the spread. They're covering huge spreads. Wizards are horrible. They're 4-6 in the last 10 games. The offensive power of the Dallas Mavericks is very good with Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. There's some more situational advantages and public and sharp money. I just showed you that. So the first play I'm going with is the Dallas Mavericks minus 8.5. I had to buy that back so I can get a minus 255. Anyways, if you parlay both of those, you'll see it's a minus 123. The Detroit Lions, like I said, I'm not going to explain it too much, but there's a very strong stats as well that they're going to beat the Packers. They're at home. They got embarrassed a little bit by the Bears that they came back and they almost lost that game. So the Lions are not going to lose at home, and they have very strong stats to support that. However, I actually bought it back to a plus 3.5. So this play right here is actually a pick-em. What that means is that I bought back the Mavericks a lot, and then I bought back the Lions a lot. So that's why I'm able to get the minus 123. And I hope you enjoyed this one. If you like that sort of information, make sure you subscribe. Also, click on the link in the bio and click on free picks. We post stuff like this all the time. If you want all of our picks through all of the sports and everything like that, make sure you click on VIP. We're offering a 50% off right now. If you type in Beast Week into the code, you'll be able to get these plays, all of our plays actually, for 50% off for 1 week. So I really appreciate that we're about to cross 400 subscribers on YouTube. I really appreciate this. Again, I'm giving you 2 free plays because of this. I gave you just a parlay just now, so I'm going to give you the other one that I really like. I'm not going to go deep into that, but it has very similar statistics, what I just showed you. This is a little bit tougher because the Cavs are going against the Nuggets, and the Nuggets do have a very decent squad. However, the Cavs have been they're like the top team right now, and the Nuggets are like right in the middle. So it's going to be like the top team versus like a middle team. The line is only like at a -4. So I actually got it early, like I had mentioned. I actually got them at a money line on a minus 167. And I don't know what the line is now, but I was talking to somebody earlier. They said it was all the way up to like 185 or something like that. This is a very, I wouldn't take them on the spread. I would look at this only as a money line play because the Nuggets actually have a very decent squad as well. So just be careful with that. I really appreciate your time and everything. We're very putting in a lot of effort into this YouTube channel. If you appreciate the effort, make sure you subscribe and like this video. Also put in the comments. When you do comments, I respond to every single comment. So if you like this sort of information, comment. If you agree, disagree, why you disagree, all that stuff, we can have a discussion in the comments. That actually helps YouTube and helps my channel get boosted more when you're commenting and liking and stuff like that. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good day.